weight loss maintenance products that I use, plus WW weigh-in. Today on Meema Mc Living Healthy. Stay tuned. Hello. As I said in my intro, today's topic is weight loss maintenance products that I use, plus my WW weigh-in. I know I wasn't here last week. I hope that you missed me. As many of you that have been watching my channel ever since I came back in May of last year will remember I've shared several times that a year ago, February, my sister passed away. Well, last week, it had been a year. So I decided to take a few days off. That's the best way that I can put it. I didn't track a whole lot. I didn't think about Weight Watchers. I did think about you. I missed you. I missed doing a video, but I just was not in the right frame of mind to do it. And so the best thing I could have done was what I did, to take the week off, to remember the good times and cherish all of the memories that I had with her. But now I'm back, full force, and I wanted to, I guess, first of all, tell you about my weigh-ins for the last couple of weeks. They're not very pretty, so I'm going to do like what my mother used to say. She said, if you rip the Band-Aid off very quickly, it doesn't hurt as much. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to quickly reveal what my weight loss, weight gain, and not much maintenance is involved over these last 2 weeks. Let's see if I can remember. February the 3rd, I weighed in at 115.4 pounds. And then the next week, which would have been February the 10th, I weighed in at 119.6 pounds. Yes, you heard me correctly. I said 119. But that's okay, because today, this morning, when I weighed in, I was back down to 116.4. So that week off that I took, that I didn't track very often, shows you what happens when I don't. But it was okay. I needed that week. I was not in a great place emotionally, so I needed that week. So that's all I'm going to say. I weighed in this morning at 116.4. And if you look back 2 weeks ago, I am just up 1 pound, and that's fine. Even the 119.6 was fine. But I'm happy to be back down in the 115, 116 pound range. Now, let's go on to what I consider my bonus material that I'm adding to these weekly weigh-ins now. It's products that I eat, that I drink, that I use often, that I feel like have helped me to initially lose weight, and then over these last 7 and 8 years to maintain the weight that I've lost. Today's product, there's 2 versions of it. And I decided to go with the first version because that is something that I have been eating for many years on Weight Watchers. And the brand is called Quest. I'm sure you're familiar with it. And I found this flavor of Quest about 6 years ago. It is a protein bar, and it's chocolate brownie protein bar. And the reason that I picked this one, I used to also eat one called the birthday cake flavor. I got tired of that flavor, but I never had this. And no matter what point version plan that I was on, this and the birthday cake flavor was always 1 point less than all the other flavors of the Quest protein bar. Now this protein bar offers 20 grams of protein. It also has 180 calories. Now, anytime you go over 200, which there's several of the Quest protein bars that do, it bumps it up at least 1 point. Sometimes it bumps it up no matter what. It just goes up. And this is a flavor that I'm eating now that I really like. And it's the Quest Dipped Chocolate Chip Cookie Dough Protein Bar. Now that's a mouthful. But anyway, this is 4 personal points. The chocolate brownie is 3 personal points. I have, like I said, I probably found the chocolate brownie about 5 or 6 years ago. And it's been a good treat. Yes, I do have to have a little bit of an extra points available. By the way, when we changed it over to the personal points plan, that chocolate brownie went down a point. It's been 4 points all these years when we were doing Points Plus and the Smart Points. It was 4 points, and now it's just 3. So that's a bonus because I have less points normally. In this new personal point plan, I need something that's got a little bit less points to it. Now, the reason I showed that, I do not eat a lot of those. It's just special occasions. But this other Quest product, I eat every morning. I don't actually eat it. I drink it. And it is a Quest protein shake. I add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of this in each of my cups of coffee. And I drink 2 cups of coffee each day. Now this offers 30 grams for the whole carton, and this carton will last me 3 days. So I'm getting 10 grams of protein each day just by adding a few tablespoons of this to my coffee. Before we changed over to personal points, this was 0 smart points per day. Now that we've changed to personal points, it is 1 point per day, but that's okay. If I was drinking skim milk in my coffee, which that's what I did for the first few years before I found the protein shakes, I think it was almost like 2 to 3 points at the end of the day. This was not the first protein shake that I used. The first one that I used, and I looked to see if I had any left, and I don't, was Premier Protein. I drank Premier Protein for probably at least 3 or 4 years in my coffee. And the last year that I was drinking it, it began to have a chemical flavor to me. And I didn't like it as much. I continued to drink it because it was still a lot less points than drinking skim milk or 2% milk, but I didn't like it as much. And it never had a very creamy flavor, and the Quest product does. Now, this first one that I held up was chocolate. This is my favorite flavor. It's the vanilla, and it too, they all have the 30 grams for the whole carton, and so I'm getting 10 grams a day. This is vanilla. This is my favorite. Very creamy. It tastes a lot like a vanilla milkshake. So it is my favorite. but I can't find it. It's not readily available like it once was, so I'm buying the other flavors also. The third flavor is the salted caramel, and it's good. I really like the salted caramel. I like all three of them, but my favorite is the vanilla. And very good, very filling, and I believe that it contributes, just like I was sharing last week or 2 weeks ago, that the Greek yogurt that I eat, I believe has helped me maintain or lose weight over these last 7 to 8 years. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not, and share this with anybody that you feel like might benefit from it. Until next time, goodbye.